Welcome to D&D Journey of the 5th Edition. Join our various gaming groups as we play the 5th edition of Dungeons & Dragons. And maybe just hang out and chat about gaming in general. Sit back and enjoy the show.
Hi, this is Kelly, aka Trixie from Ragnarok and Roll, assigned to Ragnarok Story, and Tilda Wimblewick from D&D Journey of the 5th Edition. First off, I would just like to say thank you to everyone for listening to our varied adventures, as well as for rating us on iTunes and RPGpodcast.com. If you haven't rated us yet, we would greatly appreciate it if you could. And if you're looking for more ways to support our efforts, we are now on Patreon, a great site where you can help us continue making more podcasts, as well as some special surprises for our patrons. If you can, please look us up at www.patreon.com/cppn. Every little bit helps. And again, thank you for listening.
As you totally get the Wilhelm scream out of him as he goes flying off the rails and goes splat into the cart. As this little gobber is deader than dead.
Oh no, I was shooting this one.
Oh, that one's up on the floor above.
Yeah, but he's at the edge of the gray, right?
No, you can't see him. He's basically going out the window.
Right,
but there's no.
Okay, you're right.
There's stairs outside that window, right?
You're right. There's not. There's a rope he's throwing out the window.
Yeah,
so
and I'm right near that door.
You can see that guy. So he does the Wilhelm scream and falls down deader than dead on the crates. His little goblin body twitching next to
Theo. Like she's like, oh shit.
His plan was to totally throw a rope out the window here and escape.
Well, that's what his thought was, yeah.
As Callus totally looks at Theo, I saved you.
Yep.
Okay,
Just in case you got froggy.
So Mia, the guy who shot you then is still looking at you to shoot again.
I am livid. I am going to move myself right up here. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
As you see him totally reaching for another pistol in his bandolier.
And I'm going to pull out my pistol.
Ooh,
and I'm going to shoot him.
We have a pistol off.
What? How far can you move?
I can move
6,
30,
right?
Uh-huh.
Yes. This is me 5.
Why don't you go here?
Oh, I'm going to shoot and then I'm going to move over. Don't I have to pop out?
Well,
you can continue your movement after you make your attack if you have more movement left. And
okay,
she
that's
does
what
have
I was
a better than regular pistol. She's got her mechanical pistol, which is good at 40 feet, not just 20. So you take your shot, but the 11 is not good enough to hit him.
Damn it. Okay, so I'm going to move back here.
As you whip out your fancy dancy, because her pistol isn't just a regular pistol, it's a mechanical pistol. So it's got like contraptions and jars and things for her to eventually steampunk up. As she takes her shot and it just like blows past this little guy and he's just like, Now the question is, when you miss him, are you diving completely behind cover or just taking partial cover?
I'm going to take complete cover.
Okay, so you're ducking completely down. That's good to know. So you're nice and prone, so you can't be shot back. Okay, anything for your bonus action besides looking back at poor Gunny and getting misty-eyed?
Flip the guy off? No, I got nothing.
Okay.
Oh, I blow him a kiss before I hide. Maybe he'll come over.
Okay, so Theo, it's your turn.
Okay, I am going to take the gun off of this guy.
You pulled the little flintlock style pistol off of him?
I'm Signarian. So I get a +1 to attack rolls made with them. So I just need to know, I assume it's a dex?
It is a dex weapon.
Okay, and what would the damage be?
I'm pasting that in the notes for you right there.
Okay, so I assume
Ignore
taking the
the
weapon
attack
is
three.
my action.
Yeah, your action will be you're taking the pistol off the guy, and of course the 10 gold coins that he has. I'm assuming you're taking them both instead of just taking one.
I'm sorry, what?
The 10 gold coins, are you taking that at the same
fuck
time?
yeah.
Okay.
Roll it. Take
So
it all.
you whip the pistol out of his belt and you click that flintlock hammer style pistol back, and you're just like, oh yeah.
I'm trying to set up the...
So
We gotta get you a gun, girl. Do you not have a gun?
well, that's why she
Well,
now has a
normally
gun.
I don't
Oh,
use
regular?
guns.
Oh.
So that's why I'm taking this guy's pistol.
But her
So that way
people
it's
are
sort of like a
pistoleros.
holdout pistol.
Her people make the
I
most
forget.
well-renowned
Because-
pistols.
I mean, because I know it's really hard to believe, but there are some instances and times when maybe it's not the best idea to completely blow up our surroundings. So rather than trying to take out more of our possible loot, you know, I figured get maybe something a little more, you know, precision.
Remember that, Callus. When
Love
she
it.
says that when she does things later, remind her she said that from her own lips.
Yeah, just don't shoot me, okay? I only have
I
6
just-
points.
Yeah, I forgot she was an alchemist. Not. I was thinking she was a gunslinger, so I forgot.
That's the other game.
Oh, great! There's a crazy-looking preacher man on Wild Wild West. Okay. Sorry, it's on the background. 10:00.
Hold it. Sorry, I'm like, why is this a -1? Oh, because my dexterity probably. Let's see here.
Are you? No,
No, my
like
dexterity
you
is
need
good.
to change it to Dex. You're pulling from your
I
strength
did.
stat.
I did change it to Dex plus my proficient.
Well, I'm looking at your roll right now, waving my mouse over it, and it's using your strength right now.
Yeah, but it's not. If you look at my sheet right now, I'm actually in the command, and I switched it to Dex, and it's not letting me change the damage.
So, do you see where it says 1d6 damage plus strength plus 0?
Yeah, but it's not.
Change that to Dex. Now, in damage, click where it says 1d6 and type 1d6. That's not actually there. That's an example.
You mean 1d8?
Yes, type 1d8. That's just an
Oh,
example. And then close
And here I'm just
it,
trying to change
and
it.
it should save it. Click the little gear when you're done.
Are you shooting at the guy?
This is just a test.
She's just
Okay.
she's
I'm just
she's
testing
adding
it.
the pistol to her
Okay,
character.
so I added the pistol to my attacks and spellcasting.
Yep.
So, but unfortunately, by looting him and taking the
pistol and cash.
Yeah.
So I delivered you goods from heaven.
Yeah.
Nice of me.
That was my action, but now I have a pistol that I can use, you know, because as one grows up as Signarin, we are, you know, encouraged to bear arms.
So this goblin is totally going to run this way and looks right down at Lexa, right down at me. And he's like, as he drops his spent pistol on your head, you know, kind of just as a lark, and, you know, has the other pistol and goes tick, and he's going to shoot you from right above.
What a dick.
With advantage, because he's right above. Will an 18 hit you?
I think that's my armor class, so I'm pretty sure yes.
So,
no, mine's 16, so yes. 100%.
So he's going to hit you for 7 points of damage.
Ouch.
I'm unconscious.
To which point you guys see this goblin jerk shoot her, and she goes down to the ground. She would totally be screaming medic if she could.
Wait, say that last part again. I'm sorry.
You would. Go ahead, Kelly.
I thought it's like, don't worry, I'll try and heal you.
Okay.
As we trade, where's what I'm looking for here? Boom.
My hand stretched out to Gunny.
Bury us together in the scrapyard. And this goblin's like,
oh, Callus, please get him.
So that Steamjack is like off the map now. It just ran through a house. They're screaming and yelling in the night. Someone's like, "Summon the watch!" As there's this hail of gunfire, and people like the watch are obviously out there doing stuff to dude. So, Callus, what are you gonna do?
We're moving there.
Okay, you're moving behind cover, but a little closer. So
I'm
you're
moving
only
and
35
shooting
feet
there.
away from the assassin.
Then we're gonna shoot. Alright. Here we go.
24.
Yeah.
It's both of them.
Yes.
So, yeah, you definitely hit the guy. What is your damage? And what does it
Only
look
11.
like when you murder him?
I just pop him right between the eyes as he falls over the rails next to, yeah.
As you get the little gobber right between the eyes, and he just goes straight down, smashing onto the crate right above Mia, his little blood trickling down onto her barely breathing corpse.
Can I smile?
Involuntary reaction as the goblin blood splatters her face.
Because I know he's gonna die now. I know one of my friends is gonna kill him.
It's a foregone conclusion. Just as you got revenge for Gunny, one of them are going to get revenge for you.
Exactly.
So, Mia, you are at 0. Give me a death saving throw. Don't roll a 1. You should roll a 20. Just saying.
I've never had to roll a death saving throw before. How do I do that?
So, on your character sheet, over where do you see where it says death saving throw?
Death saves.
It's next to your hit
Under
dice.
your-
There's a death
Under your hit
saves.
points.
You'll see 3 circles for success and 3 circles for failure. It's in the middle column of your character sheet.
Middle column.
Underneath
I
hit
see my
points.
hit dice. Oh,
Yep,
oh,
yeah, there you go.
Okay.
So where it says death save, hit that, which I think you just did. You rolled a 5. So go ahead and click
Yep.
one of your failures as you're bleeding out from his gun wound.
Still smiling though.
As long as you don't have 3
Wait, I thought
failures,
you
you're not
Okay.
dead.
I'm gonna run over.
10 or under 10? I thought it was
Under 10.
To succeed,
Yeah.
right?
Well, no, to succeed, you want to be over 10.
Okay.
Low is bad, high is good. And if you get a natural 20, you wake up with 1 hit point. So, Theo,
Okay. Now,
far
of
away.
course, since she's at 0, if I were to use a potion on her, it would only stabilize her. So I'm going to go over and do medicine first.
Okay,
To
can
try
you
and
get
stabilize
to her?
her.
Look how far away she is.
I'm going to dash.
So that's going to use your action. So you're going to run to her in a
Yes.
hurry. Mia! Theo! Mia! So basically you're running your ass across there to help her, just in case she fails her next day save, be able to force a poison
Exactly.
into her. You are the medic. And by the way, talent-wise, somebody should
And
totally
see, because
buy
I'm
healer.
impulsive, I'm following my heart.
Aw, are you earning an inspiration? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, I am.
Get yourself some
I'm running
inspiration.
across this room that is a death zone.
As the
because
bullets
I'm
ricochet in slow motion just out of
It's
danger zone.
And I'm
It's
like,
all clear.
Mia!
You're bringing all the danger to us, but I love it. Because save me so I can die again.
Don't worry, Mia. We're gonna Thelma and Louise this shit if
I'm
we
like
have to.
so dramatic. Like, and the lip. Tears glistening in my anime eyes.
So bullets are starting to slow down outside. You're getting the idea that whoever's on that patrol boat is slowed down on the Gatling gun finally, or nobody's shooting back at them is probably what it is. Callus,
Right.
what are you gonna do? As in the
Um,
darkness, you hear someone scream, "My baby!" with crashing noises of the steam jack.
So I'm trying to remember. So we were like coming into clear. Do I recall that we
Yep.
had like a all clear
You do
flare
have a flare.
or something?
I think Mia's got it right because they gave you two flares. Who did you give the other
I
flare
don't think
to?
we gave it to me. I think we gave it to Theo.
Ah, so
I
Theo's.
think I have the
So
flare.
just as you're thinking about
Yeah.
that, you look in Theo's back pocket and there's both the flares.
Of course.
I'm dead. I'm unconscious. I'm not thinking anything.
So you could totally run up and shoot a flare through the skylight if you're lucky.
Yeah,
I mean, if you're
that's, I
not
guess,
lucky.
what I'm going to do.
Okay, I'll just remind you that the sooner they come in, the less we can loot.
As she can totally say that as you're groping her back pocket for the flare.
And Mia understands. Loot saved me at the end.
Her hand gently comes out
and I'm just going to put it out there
save
that
the loot
since a certain troll ran off, Mia gets 2 shares. Mia gets his share. Hey, I'm just saying. And it's not that we hold him any ill will. It's just Gunny's going to need it.
Yeah,
Just that he let us die is what happened.
I don't remember what our money was or what our payment was on this whole gig. So
if I remember correctly,
1 bag, but we're gonna take 2.
One flour sack full of loot and 1,000 pounds of coal for Gunny, who obviously will not be needing it. It looks like.
Right, so we get the loot one way or the other. So
yeah, but we're also supposed to avoid certain marked containers
because stolen property is getting returned.
Yeah, but I think that just because the troll isn't with us, he still gets a sack for him.
Well, no,
but that sack's going to go
sack. It's a single sack.
Right.
We don't each get a sack. Wait a minute.
No.
It's a sack.
Okay. It's going to be a troll-sized sack.
Plus, you're getting 100 gold worth of coal. Remember that coal is not cheap, and the fact that she's going to have fuel for Gunny for days.
So I say we start cherry picking some stuff, but I got to see the Mia first. So I'm going to roll a medicine, and I'm going to use my inspiration.
It's not your turn yet. It's Callus's turn. He was going to grab the flare.
Well, I'm grabbing it, so I can't do anything more.
Okay. So do you want to perceive the room for something valuable before shooting the flare off, or just shoot the flare off?
Well, I'm just grabbing the flare from her at the moment.
Okay.
So, but we can't loot anything beyond this line without getting shot. So.
Well, not getting shot. You just have to make a dex save to avoid getting a bullet.
Right. So we can't loot anything beyond this line without getting shot.
Which is funny because crates are being blown up right now. There's some wine kegs getting bullet holed and dribbling out.
Right.
So they're obviously not too worried about all this stuff not getting messed up.
Hey, they return it. That's the important thing. It's not their fault if it's full of bullets. It was returned. They did their job. Yes, the watch uses player character mentality.
Yeah. And I don't recall where we told it we had to loot it before they got here or anything. I don't remember.
He didn't say that.
He basically just said we would look the other way when you leave with a sack.
Right.
And make sure we loot the ammo off these guys.
So.
Oh, 100%.
Well, I can make ammo,
everything.
But,
I do.
I do.
Oh, I said I can make ammo.
Oh.
All right. So are we ready for?
Yeah, do your thing. Like I said, all I did is.
So Mia,
and grab stuff.
Give me a death save.
Here we go.
Hey, one success. You're 50-50. Okay, so Theo, what are you gonna do? As you see, she's got a bullet hole bleeding through her chest.
I'm gonna use medicine first with advantage.
Ooh, she's cashing in her
to stabilize her.
Okay.
Okay, because then when I give her a restorative draught, it will all go to healing.
She gets the big bang for the buck.
Sit.
So a 10. 10 is all that's needed to stabilize a dying person. Good. So she is no longer bleeding out, as you basically say, Mia, don't go into the light.
Okay, so now I'm going to give her one of my alchemical restoratives, which basically gives you can spend a hit dice. It's like a free hit dice.
Now, is administering that an action?
Yeah, your action was doing the
okay,
thing
well.
So next turn, you're getting ready to prep and give her the potion.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, as the gunfire is slowing down outside, but it's still you still hear the occasional rifle shot. Obviously, the Gatling gun guy is either out of ammo or he's told to cease fire, and the rifle guys are picking off any last minute runners. And Callus, what are you doing?
All right. So she's all like, "Oh, the loot, the loot." I'm like,
The loot, the
so,
loot.
good
What? I
Lord.
don't see any musical instruments.
It's gonna take a few minutes for people to get in here and stuff anyway. So, oh,
So you're gonna fire the flare off?
Yeah, but let's see.
You can
Let's
shoot it
go.
through the beautiful skylight. Just don't roll a 1.
All right.
Well, even if he does, he can re-roll it, right?
Still has his use of that ability, I believe.
That's any time a 1's rolled. It's not a.
You haven't used it yet, though, is what I mean.
No, but it's not a once per scenario. It's
Oh, that's right.
anytime.
Yeah.
No, my trick shot is, but not that. That's like any one. All right.
What you gonna
So
do?
I'll go ahead and shoot it through the skylight.
Okay. Go ahead and give me just a dex save for range attack as you fire the flare through there. Just don't roll a 1 and start the building on fire. See, we didn't start the building on fire. As you fire this
We didn't start the
beautiful
fire.
green flare, and it goes in the sky with the green glow, as you know, immediately you're hearing cheers through the ocean side of the building. That obviously the officers have heard what you said, and just off camera, you're sensing that the cops that were over here and over here and over here are kind of closing in their little circle. So Mia, give me you don't have to worry about a death saving throw. It's Theo saying, "I'm there for you. I'm there for you."
I got you.
You can hear Theo's distant voice and the tinkling of glass falling from the skylight, not on you.
Mm.
As Theo, what are you gonna do?
I'm going to administer the alchemical restorative.
Okay, so that means Mia could utilize a hit dice roll if she would like. Is that correct?
Yes.
Mia, come
So it
back.
basically just gives her an out of turn hit dice.
Yep.
Exactly.
Not actually heal. Okay.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly. I'm not a healer, but at least it's a little something.
No. Yeah.
So I'll click hit die.
Yep, so click die. And make sure to mark that your hit die is now 0 because you basically used it until you get a long rest. So you get 5 hit points.
No, baby, it's an alchemical restorative. It's like using hit die, but it's free.
Oh, okay. It doesn't count against her hit dice?
No, because it allows her to do a hit die, but it doesn't count as her.
Oh, okay, perfect. Okay, so 5 hit points. You're up to 5, and your eyes flutter over. As what does your alchemical restorative taste like, by the way?
Well, let's see here. It's kind of got a well, it's got more of a licorice kind of flavor, I'm thinking.
Yeah, like I said, nobody said it's going to taste good.
See, I'm a fan of the licorice. As Mia, your eyes flutter open and you taste black licorice.
Yeah.
It's got a bit of the anise, and honey.
But more importantly, it's the overpowering licorice that you focus on at this moment if you're near death.
Which was historically used as a
medicinal.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So immediately you guys are starting to hear the gunfires down to like just the occasional stray weapons discharge. And you guys through the skylight see another green flare go off and then another green flare go off in quick succession. So top of the order, you hear whistles now blowing in the distance. It's obviously the watch communicating to each other. What you guys probably have about 1 round before the coppers come busting in here.
I start putting anything of my typical chemical ingredients into my pockets, and the bag.
I have a second bag on me.
And
Oh, you can hide it inside Gunny. They'll never know.
There's now an opening.
yeah.
We can get extra stuff.
Oh,
And we're going to commandeer the cart to take Gunny
we're
home.
going to have to take Gunny home. Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
So
let's take this cart because it's probably not as damaged.
So let's go in order here. So Callus, what is it that you're doing?
I'm searching this dude for
Yes,
any
please
goodies.
loot her.
Okay, give me a perception check.
All right, let's see. Where's that? There it is. And I keep wanting to freaking wait for you to, set the dice pool, but
Wrong game. It's not a
I know.
Genesis game.
I know. All right, perception. Here we go. Hey.
Nice. So of course I'm assuming you're grabbing the pistol she has and the pistol rounds, right?
Yeah. Anything
And her
else
head?
anything else that looks like might be valuable?
With your keen eye, as you know, because remember she is like 4 pieces on the ground.
Yeah.
As it's very, very messy going through what she has on her. So she clearly does have some stuff that you can take if you'd like. She's got a crowbar. She's got a soldier's pack, basically, and a some kind of mechanical, and that's mechanical with a K, device that you don't understand.
Right.
You know,
So I picked that up.
Obviously, it's a Mia thing.
Yeah, but that's what I was looking for, something that she would probably find beneficial, so I snatch it. Don't know what it is, but yeah, I figured she'd probably want something off of this little gobble.
As you, oof, wow, 2 whole gold coins.
Yeah,
She
gold's 2
apparently
gold.
spends her money wisely on her mechanical friends. And by the way, that 7 gold is the total between all 3 of them if you loot them, because I'm assuming you do.
No.
Okay.
The other one that I looted had 10 gold on it.
Well, I'm not counting that guy. You've already pocketed that cash.
That's true, I did.
Okay, so as you're grabbing that stuff, what is Mia doing?
I'm going to buy Gunny a present.
She's picking her butt off the ground going, ugh, why did they keep having to shoot me in that same place? Maybe I should put more armor on that spot.
Is it my turn?
Yep.
Can I do a perception roll and see if there's anything in here that is, I see right off that would be great for Gunny, or a mechanical type thing that would be in my wheelhouse? That's worth a good chunk of change.
Okay.
Sorry. Perception. Oh, here we go, buddy. Let's do it. Oh.
You are absolutely distraught when you look over at Gunny and see the smoke billowing out of his boiler. But you do see a steamjack weapon that Gunny would probably appreciate having. If you don't mind having a melee weapon for Gunny.
That's fine. He gets extra points on something. I have a command. He can get extra points on melee. So, yep. In the sack it goes.
Okay, so it doesn't quite fit in the sack because it's basically like a gaff hook, like you see.
Put it on
use.
Gunny, like he had it the whole time.
And it's
okay.
It's a steamjack size gaff hook, so it's like 12 foot long with this big metal hook that's used to either help boats or pull big fish out of the water.
Okay. I will grab a hold of it and hold on to it like it fell off Gunny, and I'm taking it back.
Gunny's had it the whole time.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yep, 100%. I will, to help this little farce, I will boogie myself on a little bit closer to Gunny. And I'll whisper to Theo, rob him blind. And I'll enter the sack.
So now Theo has 2 sacks.
Yep.
Okay, so as she's tending to Gunny, and you can totally, by the way, turn off his boiler since he's just wasting coal at this moment. That's totally a thing a Steamjack commander would probably do.
Yes.
Save that precious coal. What is Theo gonna do?
First off, if I roll a perception, I basically like to see if there's any particularly things of alchemist stone, mutagenic extract, and organic oil, as well as mineral crystals. Those types of the specific items that I
all of these specific alchemical things that you need to do what you do.
I was going to say, was any of that common, or what the heck was that like?
Yeah, actually, these are pretty, and I actually have a skill in...
I'm talking language words. Those are very fancy words.
What's that in the common language?
Yeah, and I think my field alchemy... Let's see here...
Such weird words.
So specifically, so that I can, so any of those items I'm going to pocket immediately.
Okay, so roll your perception.
Okay. I wish I still had but we are going... Okay. Well, my perception is, at least it's not a negative. Hey, 18's not bad.
So you clearly, you look around as Mia goes running off to Gunny, and she grabs this big giant gaff hook that she's scraping across the floor. You kind of look up and immediately you see a trio of barrels with the golden crucible symbol. That's the alchemy guild of the land. And immediately you know that those are supply drums for alchemists. And by the way, I totally listed for, in regards to our mechanical person, what that mysterious device was.
Okay. What was it?
It is a mechanical device. You'll totally have to look it up and tell the group all about it.
Oh.
The Arcanodynamic Accumulator. They're worth about 50 gold. And it weighs about 5 pounds.
So what type of, how many do I get of the...
So you basically are looking at 3 barrels full of your alchemical components. You have a field day of components to pull from if you want. There's pretty much, you can fill your sack up with one, with all. What do you want to take out of these 3 barrels? I mean, the lid's already shot the shit out of, and you're like, wow, holy shit, we're lucky this shit didn't blow up in our faces.
Yeah, no, I want the alchemist stones, the bio, or the organic oil, and where's my list? The alchemist stones, the mutagenic extract, and the organic oil, as well as, and mineral crystals. As many of those as I can pocket.
So you're basically going to fill the sack up with all of those?
Yep.
Okay, so you see that she is elbows deep in this sack of alchemical components, filling up her sack with it. Are you filling up both sacks with it? I mean...
Well, I figured if there was something else, like if there was...
Like
maybe
mechanical item needs to
go
if
any mechanical items, because I don't want to be greedy.
I mean,
like the item I have needs to go in.
Like the 5-pound device he's got in his hand should totally go in that that sack.
Well, I think that device, if you put it onto Gunny, we can pretend that it belongs.
Just set it on him and go, oh, no, that was part of him.
We can act like that's mine, guys. A warcaster carries it. It's like a battery. It's mine.
Yeah.
I had it when I came in.
Exactly.
Or just put it in the pouch and be sure that we don't have to argue about it.
Well, my only concern is it might be one of the protected items, you think?
Well, if it was on the goblin, I don't
Then it
think it's
shouldn't
one
be.
of the so it's like it's not.
Right, but if it's in the bag, then it's not a question.
Okay, works for
Same.
me. And if he doesn't let us have it, I'll just steal it.
Okay.
Okay, so you got 20 alchemist stones that you're throwing in there, and then the
20 alchemist stones.
I'm putting it in the chat there for you if you want.
Oh, perfect.
So since you're not being greedy and wanting to just get a fair share, so 20 mutagenic extracts, these little tiny vials. And what was the other one?
The organic oil and the mineral stones.
I'm so excited, guys. That thing will let me make a colossus at some point down the road.
Nice.
As your alchemist is getting all super giddy, filling up all this loot.
Did we initially find out who we're stealing from? Who we're taking from?
Oh, this gang?
Not our problem.
These are a bunch of posers,
Okay.
you know. So there's what you're filling your bag almost 3/4 full up with all this very dangerous, volatile stuff as they're all clinking together in the sack.
It's all right. Well, if we're not going to fill the other sack, she could use it to kind of buffer a little bit, since we got 2 of them, like you're wrapping for moving.
So you guys totally are sensing the you're going to have company any second. As Theo's shoving stuff from the barrels into her sacks. And
so hold it. When you're putting 1 SP for 20, it's 1 silver for 20 organic oil?
Nope, that's the price for each.
Each.
Yeah, that's the price for each. If it was that price for 20, you wouldn't be stealing
I was about to
it
say,
all.
that's...
Yeah.
And also, you guys get 23 silver pieces off the guys when you finish looting them, by the way. So a whole 7 gold and 23 silver pieces, not counting the 10 gold Theo stole.
Oh, you know what that 10 gold is going to go for? I'm going to buy extra coal, 10 gold pieces worth of coal for Gunny.
Aww.
Oh.
It's going to be a surprise.
Thank you.
So,
I love it.
So pretty much at that moment, Callus, what are you doing? You hear the gravel outside of someone walking up.
Yeah, as I make my way from the chickie there, goblin, and down to here and stuff, I do a perception, see if I identify something of interest as I'm making my way to finalize.
Okay, go ahead and give me one final roll as your police friends are walking up. Here comes the watch. Here comes the watch. Everybody ready? 'Cause here comes the watch. So as you look, is there anything particular you're looking for besides just the ammo crates that caught your eye?
Probably ammo would be the main thing I'd be looking for, or weapon.
Or weapon. I like how you threw that in as a slight afterthought. So you definitely see numerous ammo crates. A couple of them were, bullets have shot through them. More importantly, you see that they've kind of pulled out a beautiful pack of pistols, which looks just like the pistols you've been seeing on these goblins that your friends have pulled off.
Yeah.
And you do find one weapon of interest that kind of glints in the broken open casket. As I'm totally scrolling through the weapons section real quick. Okay, I just went right past it. As
25 silver. It's so much easier to split up.
No. My job's not to make your life easy.
Divide it, and whatever the overage is can go to Mia for repairs.
Well, because like if it was because like Gunny gets a cut, sort of like how we handle the ship in Star Wars. The ship always gets a cut. So Gunny is a player.
Aww.
So he will always get a fifth.
That's right.
A whole fifth?
Yeah.
I mean, he is
Hey,
I mean, we
that
never
whole
gave
is
the
expensive.
ship a whole share, so. But that's okay.
I love how he's thinking, can my rifle get a share?
Right?
While y'all are doing all that, Mia is actually going to go to the back. She's going to grab this goblin's head and her foot, since there's 4 pieces. She's going to grab those 2 pieces and come back as far as she can before the cops come in. So when they come in, she's going to be holding the head and a foot for a dramatic entrance. Because I'm going to try to bargain for more.
I was going to say, grab an arm too, because say, look, it costs us an arm and a leg.
And aside from the, you find a military rifle, which its stats are there. It's a really nice rifle, and 100 rounds for it in ammunition. Which, by the way, if you take that, your character totally is skilled enough to salvage that ammunition to make for any weapon.
Okay.
As you totally look at Theo and point at the 100 rounds of ammo and say, put it in your box full of volatile chemicals.
Now just sling the rifle like it was mine.
Okay, so you've got the beautiful carbine in your hands and the rifle across your back.
Yeah.
It's pristine. It's still got a little cosmoline left on it. Because you know in this world they cosmoline everything.
Well, you got to in a shoreline area.
Okay, so Mia, you're over there with Gunny, and Gunny's just making metal fatigue sounds. It sounds very sad.
I don't know if I know how to save him. I mean, I guess I would know how, but I don't know.
I mean, you know how you can fix him. I mean, remember, you have the ability to repair him. That's not a problem.
Let's start loading him onto this.
Yeah.
Let's bring this card over and start loading him onto it.
Because this card is the one that is not blown up and shot up. So it's, totally your cart, right? And I will throw out for Mia, if you shut off his boiler, there is sufficient space that you could shove shit inside his boiler and close the door and attempt to smuggle things out. I'm just going to throw that out there.
I say we do it.
Okay, yeah, 100%. Do I need to roll a perception to try to find cool stuff?
If you want, yeah.
Okay. I'm not so good at perception. All right. Let's that's persuasion. Come on, Alexa, you can read. There we go.
It can be hard.
Do I see anything cool?
Okay, now by cool, what exactly are you meaning?
Anything that either looks expensive or would help with gunning or mechanical magic.
The helping with gunny is probably the big thing.
I didn't hear that. The big what?
That would
The
be
big
the
thing.
big thing I'm thinking right now. At least.
Okay.
So,
like to make him better down the road, not just to fix him right now. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I'm looking for improvements.
I'm picking through the Steam Jack list real quick here. So something that is large. By the way, I'm totally putting in the chat there the stats for the harpoon is what you'd use for the gaff hook for stats.
Okay.
So that way you have it.
But wink, wink, we had that when we came in.
Yeah, you totally had that when you came in. So one thing that does catch your eye, which you are slightly terrified that they could have put on that steam jack, is a steam riveter.
What's a steam riveter?
It's basically a rivet gun for a steam jack that you plug a line into it, and it basically can shoot rivets to short distances.
So it's a nail gun.
It's basically a steam jack's equivalent to a nail gun on a hand.
Yeah. Yeah, rivets.
Yep.
This thing is big. I mean, you'd have to like shovel out the coal he has left to fit it in there, but you could fit its parts in there.
Okay. Wait. How? But I'm not leaving the coal behind.
You can scatter the coal underneath Gunny on the cart.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
is this additional coal or?
No, the coal that hadn't
inside
been
his
burned up
guts.
yet.
Oh.
Basically, she's opening the boiler in him and shoveling out the coal because now that she turned off his fire, because it's not like you're needing it, and she's dumping the soggy coal in the cart floor and then shoving the steam riveter inside him. Do me a favor and give me a stealth check to hide this quickly as you hear those footsteps coming. Is Theo gonna? Okay. So
I can provide a distraction.
So a solid 18. You feel that you've hit it sufficiently that when they see poor Gunny, they'll go, "Poor Gunny, sorry, Mia," and look the other way as you smear some wet coal on it just to make sure it doesn't look too shiny inside him.
Okay.
Okay. So.
And then I'm gonna go back over and grab my head and my leg.
And that's a good place to wrap it up there.
Thank you for listening to D&D Journey of the 5th Edition, a member of the Creative Play and Podcast Network. Please follow us on Patreon at patreon.com/CPPN to never miss a show or stream.